My name is Paul West-Sells. I'm the President and CEO of Western Copper and Gold. Western Copper and Gold is a company which has one asset, the Casino Mine Project located up in the Yukon. The Casino Mine Project has 9 million ounces of gold, 4.5 billion pounds of copper in the reserve, plus another 9 million ounces of gold and 5.4 billion pounds of copper in the resource, making an overall deposit of 18 million ounces of gold and 10 billion pounds of copper. The first thing that investors should know is really about the project. I mean, the Casino project is a fairly unique project to have 18 million ounces of gold and 10 billion pounds of copper in a great jurisdiction such as the Yukon. So I think that's the first thing, and an advanced project. It has a full feasibility study, which has, at today's commodity prices, a 22% IRR and a $2 billion net present value. So that's point one. Point two is really what's happening in the Yukon. I mean, in the past year, the activity in the Yukon and really the interest from the major gold mining companies has just absolutely shot off. We've had Goldcorp, Newmont, Barrick, Kinross, Coeur Mining all make major investment in the Yukon in the past 8 months, 6 months for the most part. And then the third thing is really, our project, we think it's great, we think the economics are great, but we were very happy about a year ago. Goldman Sachs listed the top 85 copper projects in the world. We were number one on their list. First of all, it's the copper gold mix. I mean, it's we have a very large gold with the 18 million ounces, but also having copper there as well makes us a bit unique. And if you look at the copper space, and I'm the gold space I love, but I'm really excited about the copper space. I think in the copper space is where you can really get some value right now because of where we think copper is going. And if you look at that space in the junior mining sector, there are not a lot of good copper names. There's not a lot of copper names, period. And there certainly aren't a lot of good copper names, and we have a really good one here. Sure. I mean, I think one of the real catalysts that we're seeing right now is the copper price. If you look at what happened it was really October of last year. I mean, people called it the Trump bump, but there was a couple things that really moved copper from about $2 to over $2.50. I mean, when that happened, we saw our share price go up by about 35%. So we're very, very levered to the copper market. And what you're seeing right now is a real crunch in terms of supply. I mean, this is sort of the anatomy of a commodity price cycle. You've come out of 5 years of depressed copper prices. No one has started any copper mines. Everybody has been shutting them down. Now suddenly the demand has caught up with the supply, and the supply just can't catch up. So we're at $2.50 copper today. I expect us to be at $3 copper by the end of the year, and then into 2018 expect us to be up to sort of $3.50, and that's what you really need to justify most of the projects that are out there. For ourselves, we're looking at sort of three key things here. On a short-term catalyst, there's a lot of interest in the Yukon, and certainly, we're from the majors, and so certainly, that's something that we're following up on, see if there's something there. That could be a really quick win. Second is we're looking to update our feasibility study, put in some new ideas. That's going to be about a year away, and that represents a very nice medium-term win. And then the long-term win is to have a fully permitted project located in a great jurisdiction such as the Yukon. That's about 3 years away.